What is up, guys? It is Flipman Dan, and today we are going to be rehabbing a shoddy and broken down patio set with 4 chairs. Let's get it. Okay guys, these are the materials that you will need. We have our sander with 180 grit sandpaper for now. This is kind of a finer one. If we need to change, we can. We have our wood finish, which is a golden oak. It's kind of a lighter, semi-transparent finish. And because this table is so dark currently, I don't want anything much darker because it is going to be used as an outdoor patio set. We want to go light because we're in Phoenix and it gets hot. We are using an oil-based polyurethane. It is a clear satin because, again, we don't want a gloss finish because we don't want to attract heat with the gloss finish. The clear satin won't do that as much. And we're going oil-based over water-based because it leaves an amber glow and requires fewer coats than water-based polyurethane. It's actually less expensive than water-based, and it requires less maintenance over time. But the only drawback is that there is a slight odor to it, but if you can put up with the oil-based odor, I think the pros outweigh the cons for that. Then we have a Gorilla Glue, which we're going to kind of put on the dowels, and the chairs and the table are really shaky right now. You know, some of the arms are actually like coming out. Wood glue is pretty tough, but this stuff actually is incredible. It will expand once you put it in. And we got kind of like the wood color one. You can get the clear one. And finally, I have a 2-inch brush. Probably should have went with a 3-inch brush because I'm looking for the size of the slats here. But a 2-inch will get us by, I think. And this will be used with the polyurethane, and I'll probably toss this brush after I use it. We're gonna be using rags with the wood finish. All right, this table's a bit wobbly. I'm gonna see what I can do by tightening these screws here. Oh wow, it's not even gonna be tightened with a hand. So much more stable, holy crap. My hands are buzzing. I went through about 20 sheets of 120 grit sandpaper. It took me a couple hours, but I got through the table and the chairs. I'm kind of dizzy from like kneeling and whew. Always remove any furniture. Like I put all the good furniture over there and sweep it up. Now I'm gonna move on to fixing the dowels, hopefully screwing everything back together. And then we're gonna super glue everything. All right, good morning guys, it's day 2. Just woke up and we're about to check on the chairs that we super glued the previous night. So as you can see, I put on weight on these things. See that the glue kind of expanded here because it expands when you put it in. And all right, looks like it's pretty locked in there, this one too. Now it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was. The dowel isn't gonna pop out. I'm gonna have to clean this up, that's fine. But it's in a lot better shape than what it was. As you can see, I've got kind of a shitty paint shirt on. I'm gonna sweep the area, and then we're gonna put down a cloth and start staining the wood. So I just spilt all of my wood stain on my tile. I put down a moving blanket to potentially use it as cover, which is a mistake because it went right through the moving blanket. You need a tarp. So I'm gonna put down a tarp, and I need more wood stain now. Hooray. Scoot, what do you think of the table? All right guys, so day 3, just stained the table. Unfortunately, there's a decent amount of fuzzies all over the table still from, I don't know if you can see this, but the little white speckles from the stain mitten that I used. So I don't have like a gentle brush or anything like that, so I'm gonna try the next best thing, which is a lint roller. I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe it'll strip out the paint or strip up the stain. I hope it doesn't, but let's see if this works. Here, I'll just give it a little try here. And it's not doing anything. It's kind of also taking up the stain, so I'm gonna stop doing that. Lint roller fail, don't do that. Put a comment in the comment section if you know how to get rid of these fuzzies without damaging the table, please. Thank you. So I'm gonna try a small broom brush. See if that works. Good morning, guys. I have totally screwed up. Yeah. I was supposed to use pre-stain. Totally forgot about that. Pre-stain is what would stop your woodworking projects from being blotchy. See this, some parts have taken more stain than others, and probably sticky as to why I have tons of pieces of cloth stuck. This table would have been a lot better off, a lot more evenly stained, if I just used pre-stain. Screwed up big time. So now what? I have a couple of options. I could either re-sand this table one more time, pre-stain it and restain it, and then seal it. But that is just way too much effort. And I'm gonna call this one a loss. I'm gonna try my best getting this cloth out of the table and chairs, and I'm going to seal it and resist the urge to light it on fire. I'm pissed. But it's not like I didn't know this. I've done staining projects before, and I've used pre-stain before. I just forgot. I have a sponge and some cleaning material. We'll see if that helps at all. First, I'm just gonna try to use a sponge and some water. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna use cleaning material. And if that doesn't work, hell, I'm just gonna seal it, and there's gonna be permanent cloth within the table. Just gonna add a little character to it. Come on. Who doesn't love a little cloth when they put their drink down on a table? It'll be a good conversation piece. Let's just get this over with. Alright guys, so I'm using a sponge, and I don't know if it's working. Maybe it is. I have no idea. It just looks wet. Maybe I'm just adding sponge pieces to the table, to the cloth pieces, but not looking like I'm doing anything great. About to wave the white flag on this project. Set it ablaze. So many white fuzzies. Never get the damn staining mitten. Never get that thing. There's just no winning here. Yeah, this really isn't working. Blotchy and covered with fuzz. Now we're going with a vacuum. It almost works. Get in there. Not working. All right, I've gone rogue. Got the chemical gloves on now. We're getting real funky. We have TSP heavy duty cleaner. It's like this powder and a gallon of water, hot water. It's probably not gonna end well. Wouldn't be surprised if I stripped the wood of its stain. But at this point, it's all gone to shit. All right. You know, I can't really tell if it's working or not. It's so hard to tell. Maybe it's working, I don't know. Yeah, this one in particular is so unevenly stained. Right here I can tell that the... Okay, yeah, no, it works a little bit. Let me do the rest, I'll get back to you. Just got finished with the hardened chemicals, the TCP, and putting the sponge on it. And not only did I not get the fuzz off, but I added sponge fuzz to it. I also slightly changed the color of the stain. So it's just going great. At this point, you just gotta laugh. Just a maniacal, furious laughter. And you know, I mean, setting it on fire right now wouldn't do it justice. I feel like I need to throw this table off of a high-rise building, exploding it into maybe a lava pit or something like that. I don't know. Give me some comments as to how you would destroy this piece of table at this point. So I'm just gonna cut my losses and seal it. It's gonna be a fuzzy, poorly stained, shaky table. I can't fix the shakiness. I mean, the super glue, it works for like 1 minute until you sit into the chair, and then it's still shaky. So beyond pulling the whole thing apart and putting it back together, it's a great day. It's a great day. Let's just seal this gem of a table. I'm gonna pass this table down to my grandkids, that's for sure. Woo! Alright guys, so I didn't burn it down. I actually went ahead and sealed it. And currently it is very sticky. It still has a lot of fuzzies in it and around it. It's very dark. Give it a couple days in the sunshine, it will lighten up, I'm sure. And it won't be as shiny once it dries. A few things I learned. Number one, always use pre-stain before staining wood. Number two, always test out your wood stain on a nondescript part of your item that you're staining, because I would have probably, before I dove into this, seen that it was darker than what I had imagined, and probably wouldn't went ahead with the stain. I would have just sealed it after sanding it, and I would have been fine with the look. And not to mention, I wouldn't have to deal with the fuzziness of the damn staining mitten, which is number 3 thing. Don't buy that piece of crap staining mitten from Minwax. I'm very pissed about that. I mean, how can you sell a staining mitten and it literally falls apart on the piece of wood that you're staining? 0 stars for that. Was it worth the effort and frustration? Probably not. I mean, I'm gonna keep this for a little bit until I get another patio set, and then I'm gonna sell it for probably no more than 200 bucks. It would probably be a $150 profit. So, I mean, all in all, I think I spent like 10 hours on this thing, and that's not worth my time. But for you guys, please stay tuned for more DIY content, as well as my flipping adventures, going garage sailing, and just teaching you guys an uncommon way to make profit. I'm Flipman Dan. Let's get it.